But as soon as I wake up in the fucking morning, dude, what do I see first thing on my motherfucking timeline, dude? What do I see? Of course, I got not another mass shooting. What do I see on my fucking timeline? I see people chirping at me for a fucking light ass tweet from like 2 years ago where I fucking said Amber Heard has got her fit on looking like Mao. And people were just like, you should be murdered. You should be killed. Because that's how... Okay, I'm sorry, but she got your ass, though? No, she didn't. But she didn't. Hasan being canceled, but she got your ass? No, she didn't. All you dumb motherfuckers are the reason why people literally get away with this shit. No, I hate this. Yes, she did. I don't even hate her. I hate you motherfuckers in my community because you don't have anything. You just immediately go, oh, dude, shit, sorry. Like, what do you mean? Like, listen, that hair comment was out of pocket. Yes, it was. I wanted her to be sad. I'll be honest. The issue is that, like, it's a contentious subject, and I am far too comfortable sometimes speaking on black issues as a white guy. Okay? That's it. But it was like I was being petty as fuck. I was being insanely petty. Let's be real. Okay? I was being super petty and very comfortable and thought, that's something I could say. Will I ever apologize for it publicly? Fuck no, because none of those fucking demons give a shit. And also, secondly, like, I'm bald. Obviously, it's a little bit different when it's a black woman. We already know that. Not even going to get into it. But, like, come on, guys. She dug up a fucking 2-year-old tweet that's, like, light as fuck. You know what I mean? It's not even, like, aggro. Like, it's crazy. That's what happened this morning. That's what I was dealing with this morning. Motherfucker said he has the bald pass. Yes. Yes. You should have said she's giving Mao energy. Yeah. Normally, the reality is that, like, in any other circumstance, it would be totally valid. It's just, like, because it's me, it's not valid. You know what I mean? Not only am I a white guy, a white man, okay, yuck, obviously. I understand, but also on top of that, I'm a white man speaking on a black woman's hair and making fun of her hairline, which is a very touchy subject, okay? There is a racial component there, okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. I get it. You should have ignored it. Man, you motherfuckers say this, but it's like, it's so fucking annoying because, like, anytime somebody says some shit, it gets like 20K likes. You know what I mean? It's fucking, how about you ignore it? Like, to be fair, she told you. Yeah, I said that after she told me to kill myself. Like, what are we doing here? She literally said, fucking, is it working? Are you going to kill yourself? So I turned around and said, no, of course not. But also, I mean, here, we can get into it if you want. By the way, this isn't some random entity. She's got like 4 million followers on TikTok. Everyone can suck my dick if you think like Hasan is going after like a small bean, tiny black lady. How fucked up? It's like, bro, she's not a random. She literally out of fucking nowhere, okay? She out of nowhere literally swung for no fucking reason. I woke up, and in between her thirsting after logic, which is infinitely more problematic, in my opinion, than anything I've ever said or done, okay? She's a big content creator who fucking went bananas mode for no reason. Like, what the fuck is this? I didn't say nothing. This is an old-ass tweet. Like, I say Amber Heard wearing her Let 100 Flowers Blossom fit. It's true. It's a good tweet. She also cropped the fucking date. I hate it when they do that. Just to make it seem like I just said that or something. Okay? Yeah, she was doing it on purpose. Here's the problem, though. Like, that's a funny tweet. Let's say she's trying to farm, right? And that's okay. She's trying to farm, and that's okay. She goes, was this not funny? Kind of unsure where the hate is coming from. Why would it be funny? Crying, laughing, lol. It's like, why? Why are you the comedy detective? It's not like I'm being fucking racist or sexist or anything like that. You're just being the comedy detective at that point, which is really fucked up. Where's the black part of this? Hold on, we're going to get to that. Okay? Please, I love y'all both. Don't do this. I know half of you, here's the problem. Half of the people in Hasan Twit in my fandom, okay? Don't act dense. You contributed to the dogpiling. You are the dumbest person on the planet, okay? Both Amber Heard and Johnny Depp both suck, okay? They both do. They both suck. Sorry. I don't give a shit what you think about it. If you think that this tweet contributed to the fucking dogpiling, you're a fucking idiot, okay? That's it. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. You're an extremely online, incredibly stupid person, okay? Anyway, people getting so fucking upset about this when this isn't even like shitting on her, by the way. It's not like I'm, anti-Mao. You know what I mean? He had some good ideas. He had some things that he did that I, don't have an issue with. Not a big fan of the Sino-Soviet split, but hey, listen. It's a joke. And not even all that bad, but not even all that aggressive. But of course, nothing is a bit of banter on the internet because people on Twitter will go, well, I'm uncharitable about the way I perceive this. I'm uncharitable about the way I perceive this, and I think that you're a fucking bad guy, you're a piece of shit, you're trafficking children even. You know what I mean? And people are just like celebrating going, y'all are still packing him up. After all these years, I love the song. No, nobody is getting packed up. None of this shit matters. You're a fucking loser on Twitter, please. I'm a fucking loser on Twitch, but you are somehow an even bigger loser on Twitter. And then you're going to take that and you're going to be an even bigger loser on TikTok, and it's going to get a little bit of prominence. All you're going to do is make people go, oh, Hasan, that guy's fucking racist, and move on. Meanwhile, there's like actual fucking Nazis out there. Go deal with them. Anyway, she laid the himbo trap and you stepped in it. So here's what happened. I said Lamau, which is to this, which is unacceptable, of course, because that's a microaggression. Okay? 21,000 likes. I said Lamau. Classic. And this person responded, God, I love this song. I cannot fucking stand Hasan. He has a track record of going after women and degrading their intellect. He's been extremely anti-black after a joke he made about Nicki Minaj about her being anti-vax and how the people on her side don't like her and think she should be at the back. Plus, I don't even know what the fuck she's saying. And then, of course, same shit goes always. Really just do not like myself at all really just do not like myself at all as a person. Like I am a piece of shit. This is basically what everyone is doing on Twitter, myself included. I'm included in this. Of course, I have financial security. Of course, I have success in some capacity. But I also hate myself. Everyone does that. Everyone on Twitter that does that is doing it. They're doing it for that reason. Start suing the people who defame you? That's insane, dude. Anyway, I said it's literally the same every time. People who want to kill themselves, posting the pain away to try to get others to kill themselves. And of course, she replied with, did it almost work? And at that point, I had to go in. That's rude. And she's also simultaneously tweeting non-fucking stop. She's like, I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. All this shit, like non-fucking stop. Like literally, she's simultaneously tweeting about how she's like, she's not openly saying she's going to kill me. But like, she's being cool. Like that's how you do online discourse. You say you're going to find people's IPs and shit like that. Okay, just alluding to it, which is fine. What is she going to do? Fucking, what is she, like a 20-year-old? She's like a 20-year-old, maximum 95-pound person. What's she going to do? Fucking kill me? Okay, good luck. Anyway, they're just annoying. They literally, these are like Twitter rad libs. They can't even walk outside. They got like fucking agoraphobia half the time. What do you mean you're going to fucking find me and kill me? Shut the fuck up. There's going to be like 11 microaggressions in the span of like 8 minutes before you get to the fucking bus to find me. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up, right? I'm not worried about any of that shit. Okay? She's just farming me, which is fine. And I thought, content creator to content creator, if you come at me like that, I think I can, give you the same energy. So when I saw this as her pinned tweet, okay, and by the way, she is very pretty. She's very beautiful. It's not my place to say or anything like that. But when I saw that, I was like, okay, well, I have an in. I have an avenue here. Okay. So I turned around because she's not taking it seriously. She's just like fucking around, you know what I mean? Which is fine. But like her fan base is not. Her fan base is like literally going, fuck Hasan. He's a woman hater. We should kill him. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So I said, lol, of course not. Also, I recommend minoxidil and finasteride for your hairline. I use them every day, which I do. And it's done wonders for me. And all hell broke loose after that. Now, of course, she has a fan base. Of course she has a fan base. She got like 5 million followers on TikTok. Immediately she goes, brothel, swerf. Typical. And then she had to fucking defend herself against other people who were like, wait a minute, are you a fucking swerve? She's like, no, I'm not. Because she's like supposed to be woke, right? But that's how every fucking K-pop stan and every stand-up and everyone who's on TikTok operates. They literally, and I do this too sometimes, you know what I mean? There is the inherent hypocrisy of like not actually moving the needle, not actually coming at any sort of contention from a place of kindness, empathy, charitability, especially when you have like marked someone as an enemy, an interlocutor. You know what I mean? And that's it. So they literally, you just like drop everything. You immediately drop what you believe in and go, I know Jax personally, and the did it almost work was out of pocket, but people will 100% pounce on the hair thing. It wouldn't have been as big as a deal if you chose a different angle. I know. I was being petty. I wanted to hurt her feelings. I did. Straight up. You know how like K-pop stans will call me like, or not me, but like in general, where sometimes they'll on one tweet, they'll be like, not all K-pop stans, but some K-pop stans on one tweet will be like talking about social justice. And then on the next one, they'll like call a black person like a gorilla or some shit. Like, you know what I'm talking about? You've seen the fucking tweets from like the same account. Like it'll be like some unhinged, racist ass, nonsensical bullshit where you're like, what the fuck? Like, how can these two opinions like be in the same timeline from the same person? And obviously that juxtaposition is like gigantic, but a lot of people on TikTok do the same exact thing. Okay, Lol Hasan, you're literally a Turkish man, a demographic famous for going bald. So much of that country is renowned for hair replacement surgery. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My point is, it's usually like a lot of young people that get whipped up into a frenzy over this kind of shit. Myself included, like my fan base included, obviously. But I do know that, or in that moment, I had a weak moment. And I said that, and of course she was like, oh, fucking, you got right into my trap, it's over. And she's not even hiding it. I'm not gonna walk it back. Fuck no. I will talk to her though, in person if she wants to. I would love to. And she also said she doesn't even fucking hate, she doesn't even like me. He's not even attacking her. Lol, just comparing what she wearing to Mao. Well, I hate him. 496 likes. See? Like, it's so obvious. Like, this is not a good person. I'm sorry. She might be. Sean, you know her, okay? You know her in person. She might be nice to you, but she certainly is not, like, a very nice person. You know what I mean? It's just, like, it's fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's fucking ridiculous. So I'm willing to make amends, okay? The reality is this. Number one, we do have a lot of mutuals, and one of our mutuals actually said, you know what happened last time, a man talked about a black woman's hair. I think that it's one of those circumstances where I think it's going to be in a vacuum, and then it has like unintended consequences. I understand that. Would I openly apologize for it? I mean, I'm kind of doing it on the stream a little bit because like I did take it too far for sure. Would I do that? No, because a lot of these people don't care. It's over. You know what I mean? It's over. It's like that tweet is out there. I mean, these motherfuckers literally yell about a tweet that I didn't even tweet in order to defend Tucker Carlson and Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. So no matter what happens, they're being malicious, but there's a bigger effects of what you say. You recognize this is more than most people. Sean is right. Yeah, no, I do. Because like it's the same principle behind violence that like a woman does to a man versus violence that women do or violence that men do to women, right? One is almost systematic. One is way more commonplace. One is, in a lot of instances, more damaging, right? So if someone makes fun of my fucking hairline, it's fair play. I don't get hit by that in the same way that like black women do. Black women's hair is an important subject for many different reasons. So that's the reason why it basically fucking explodes into a much larger issue because people take it personally. But no, I'm not using the phrasing rooted within white supremacy. Like, not gonna lie, disappointed in you as a black woman. Yeah, no, I'm petty. I'm petty as fuck, okay? And I thought that it would be a moment where I could, like, individually make her upset. And then I realized that, I realized quickly after that it totally exploded beyond that. But, like, yeah, I'm gonna get emotional sometimes. She said I should fucking kill myself. Why are we forgetting this part? And now most people won't trust me because of this. I know, but I don't really care. It literally doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. It sucks, but I don't care. Like, if you look at that and you go, I'm writing this guy off in and of its entirety. In and of its entirety, which is why I respond to things like this half the fucking time, because like they do actually matter to like a lot of people who are in the edges. You know what I mean? A lot of people who don't really follow everything, but then they see this and they're like, well, I like this person. I like Jax and I like Hasan. And it kind of feels like Hasan is being a bully here because I didn't see the rest of the conversation or how it started. To be fair, you minimize the use of kiss yourself time and time again. Of course I do. But like there's a upper limit of how many like kill yourselves can you farm off of like such an innocuous fucking thing. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like this is, I caught this stray for no reason. This is like literally a harmless fucking tweet from a year ago. And she just did that to farm me. And she knows I got hella fucking haters on this platform. And they will absolutely use this to be like, you should fucking die. This is your address. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, how is the hairline a racialized component? Like I get the 4C texture discrimination, but surely receding hairlines a universal and fair game. Bro, what are you guys talking about? Of course is important. Hair is a gigantic part of especially not only black culture, but like the way that black people are attacked regularly. Interesting situation. I feel like farming off your name is a really weird thing to do. Yeah, it's just I just have no time for people that do that, and I get really fucking petty sometimes. How did she find it going through all your tweets? I don't even fucking know. I wouldn't really apologize to her unless she does it to you. What you said was wrong, but she started it. Lesson is to let this shit slide going forward and don't engage. I think so. Yeah. It's just weird though. I fucking hate that. I hate that like what? I hate that like this turns into like a way larger point of contention where it's like, no, you're at fault here. You know what I mean? Chat, please. Black hair is a huge thing in the black community. Y'all are not doing this community any justice on that part. Yeah, exactly. This is a very white community. So, of course, this is like a subject matter that's like difficult to broach for sure. But this isn't like, I would say black hair is not like AAVE. Like, you know how sometimes I will make fun of people that get like really upset about certain aspects of AAVE that, you know, people come across as like ridiculous to get mad at. You know what I mean? Like using terms like, what do you call it? Like gatekeeping certain aspects of AAVE in a way that is a little silly is not the same degree as hair. And the reality is that like, yeah, cool, exactly. You know what I mean? That it's not like that. Black hair is huge. It's very, very important. Balding is universal. Black hair isn't universal. Yes, but remember the analogy I gave you. Okay? Remember the analogy I gave you. Okay? This is an important place for people to understand. This is good for you guys to fucking understand. But we bash LeBron's hairline all the time. Yes. Yes, but it's different. LeBron is a black man. Okay? LeBron's a black man. There are different components. There are different components to hair, specifically black hair, specifically when we talk about the hair of black women, okay? Understand what I'm trying to explain here. Listen. One thing that I want to get across is that it's not the same. It's never the same exact offense might be much, much larger when talking to someone else. Okay? Like when talking to someone from a different background. Here, I'll give you an explanation. Yesterday, we looked at that lady who was fucking flashing dudes, right? There's that lady who would just like go around and flash people. If a dude did it, that's like significantly worse. Why is that significantly worse? Because under a patriarchal society, obviously, men engaging in sexual violence of that sort, it's still bad, for the record. I literally said what I said. I said, that lady is doing a crime, she's gross, and she should possibly she should possibly stop it if she's actually showing her like pussy and shit to all these people, okay? But when a guy does it, it's regarded as differently because the likelihood of sexual violence being committed by a man against other men and against other women is significantly higher than vice versa. When like men have a different set of standards, men have a different set of privileges in that regard. Does that make sense? And it's the same as that. I might be fucking balding, but making fun of a black woman's hairline like that is going to have additional consequences. Okay? I don't think she's like a nice person. I don't give a fuck about her. Clearly, I was very petty. I wanted her to feel sad. That's it. Does that make sense? I wanted her to feel bad. I wanted her to feel sad. That's why I said what I said. The issue, unfortunately, is that it has additional consequences on top of that. You having to explain these basic tastes is exactly the reason why she doesn't want to be on your stream, though. Don't you agree? I think that, first of all, I think you're wrong. I think she does want to be on stream. The situation got so serious, I got to get on Twitch. You're still on my account, so I'd love to talk to you, but I'm not coming into your echo chamber. I'd like to think we can both be mature enough to understand why. I mean, yeah, sure. I would talk to her. But like, she was popping off on like brothel and all this other shit. Like, she was literally bringing up all these random shit. But yeah, no, I would talk to her. She's heavy farming though, like to instigate and act like it's an actual issue is crazy. Why talk to a swerve, bro? I don't even think she's a swerve. I think she's woke. Me after defending Hasan on Twitter, both of these deliveries are embedded.
You must excuse me. I've grown quite weary.
Come on.
Fine.
Anyway, to address the chatter that said receding hairlines are universal, certain types of alopecia, traction alopecia, essential centrifugal cicatricial alopecia predominantly affect black women. So even from a hairline standpoint, it's still a touchy subject. Sorry for spam. By the way, guys, stop saying clout chase. Because, like, I would not have fucking even responded to her if it was, like, some random anonymous account. I get fucking Nazis saying that shit to me all day, every day. You want to know why I responded to her? Because she's a fucking massive content creator. She should know better. The fuck? Like, I'm sorry. She's a fucking huge content creator. You should fucking know a little bit better than to farm against another fucking large content creator. You can't just immediately double back into the, well, I'm a small bean, I'm just a tiny black woman shit when you got 4 million fucking followers on TikTok. Come on now. Especially because, like, here's the problem. And this is my annoying, stubborn side, okay? It doesn't fucking matter. If I don't agree with something, I just never fucking stop, okay? I never stop. I can't stop myself. Now she's saying she's not actually mad. I know. I saw. She's just like joking. I think she was just like farming and it got out of control. But like, I didn't even instigate it. You know what I mean? And anyway, my point is this. I can't stop myself. Like the same people that fucking get mad at me and say like, oh, I can't believe you like shit on Candace Owens. Like blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, she's a black woman. You should listen to her. All this shit. It's just, no, I'm not going to do that. The reaction to this from her side as a trauma response is overreaching and comes from a place of hurt where you were simply clapping back to defend yourself. Logically thinking through the situation would lead most people to the conclusion that it is a heinous reach and insanely overblown. No, that's not going to happen. But did you do it with like the intention of knowing what black women's hair means to them? I don't personally think so. I think telling to kill yourself was worse. No, I wasn't thinking about that in that moment. Why the fuck even think about it practically? Pragmatically speaking, no. I wouldn't have fucking said that if I thought that it would come across like a much larger issue. Clearly, I was fucking emotional. You know what I mean? I was emotional and thought that I was making fun of one individual. And then I realized like, oh, fuck, here we go.
Those cultural markers.
All right, now we got Sean the Black videos playing on the fucking stream. Okay. When he's already in the chat.
Can be used as a protest against the politics of desirability, allowing black women to freely express themselves in a way that may not be deemed as professional or presentable. Beyond that, there are countless stories of young black kids having to cut their hair while existing in predominantly white spaces.
Yeah, this stuff is bullshit. I've talked about this a lot. I've covered this a lot. You guys already know this. You know what my opinion is on this matter.
Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the superintendent who's taking heat for a dress code policy over a boy's long hair.
He's defending the policy that requires a student cut his locks in order to walk at graduation.
And the teenager at the center of the controversy also talking tonight, telling our Matt Doherty his civil rights are being violated.
We have a morning exclusive. A high school softball player says she felt humiliated when she was forced to cut her braids in the middle of a game because her hair supposedly obscured the number on her jersey.
Whether it's because of dress code policies or school sports policies, they all enforce a sort of set of standards over these students.
Better timestamp.
This is mirrored in the topic of black hair in the workplace. Texturism and hair discrimination is way too common to be coincidental. It is something that is under-addressed by greater society. For example, in 2010, Chastity Jones accepted a job offer from Catastrophe Management Solutions. Ironic. However, one of the stipulations—
Dude, shut up. So you think it's okay to use tools of white supremacy because you were emotional? How can any black person trust you? Then don't fucking trust me, dude. I don't care. Like, shut up. Jesus Christ. Look, you're not making This is like, we're trying to have a productive conversation, turn someone farming fucking hatred and my reaction to that into a productive conversation. You're bringing that shit up in here specifically because you're a narcissist, not because you're woke. It has nothing to do with your fucking perspective either. Like, you're just doing that right now and you're being unproductive. Okay? Not only do I recognize the wrong here, okay? Not only do I recognize the wrong, ultimately, like, it's just like, people are just obsessed with catching us on anything. Why do you think the brothel and shit are brought up? Honestly, it's embarrassing. Compare this shit to real shit, like showing, not saying you're doing this, but this is what others are doing on the timeline. Yeah, it's just like, it is, first and foremost, obviously, as a white guy with a lot of privilege, okay? But who has a decent understanding of white supremacy, who talks about it regularly, okay? That interaction in a vacuum, in my opinion, if it's like a one-to-one interaction, is petty. It's fucked up. I agree. But it's absolutely fucking valid. That interaction being two public figures talking to one another all of a sudden, one actually being someone who knows better, and the other person, petty but coming from a marginalized background, is the reason why I'm having a larger conversation about it. Because I don't want you to do it either. Okay? Like, I don't want you to do it. The irony is that, like, that person is saying, why should people stop trusting you? You should maybe shut the fuck up and listen to what I'm saying, because I'm using this even as an opportunity to take it away from, like, dumbass Twitter discourse, which is not going to go anywhere. I know a lot of people are in here thinking, oh, he did it now, he's going to get canceled. Like, no, it's not. It's not going to happen. That's not how this works, okay? We live in a white supremacist country. I'm a white dude. Ultimately, there's a reason why so many motherfuckers literally push right every time to make more money. If I was actually a fucking white supremacist, I would make more money. It doesn't work that way. Okay? So stop. The idea that, like, this is what is going to fucking, this is it, is stupid. It's silly. No, I'm a fucking dumbass Twitch streamer. And as far as Twitch streamers goes, like, probably high up there on the fucking wokeness scale. Okay? I'm trying to utilize this as an opportunity to tell you, yeah, I did something wrong. Okay? I did something wrong. She told me to kill myself. She was flexing about it. Okay? And I thought that in an isolated circumstance, it would have been valid. It was petty. I wanted her to feel bad. But of course, there are systemic consequences to things like that, which is why I'm trying to turn around and explain it to an overwhelmingly white chat. Why the reason, why there are black chatters in here that are, upset and offended. I did AoE damage accidentally. Yeah, if you want to use gaming terminology. Okay? People are gaslighting you into admitting you're a right-wing wacko, lol. Yeah, I don't, no. No one, I don't even think the dumbasses in here that are coming in here to be like, dude, you're fucking racist, legitimately think I'm a right-wing wacko. And if they do, then they're fucking insane. Like, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Ugh. Nah, fuck her. She came for you. It's fine. No, I mean, there are things that I would not have ever said in a million years. Like, you can't say some fucking unhinged white supremacist shit. You know what I mean? Like, just because someone came after you, you can't fucking pop off. Like, it has to be of the same level, okay? No matter what happens. And there are certain bars you do not cross. Okay? That's crazy. Like, you can't be transphobic to a trans person because they're telling you to kill yourself. Like, that's crazy. Why the fuck would you do that? Right? It's the law of equivalent exchange. Like, even if she, for example, said, like, I'm a, dirty camel humping Turk or whatever the fuck, right? Because some of her fan base was saying that in the quote tweets, things like that. I mean, what was it? Someone was like, here, I love when people say that. I love screenshotting like new and unique and clever ways to be like Islamophobic or anti-Turkish. Turkic camel fucking beast. That's what That's what someone said. Anyway, but like, I'm not going to turn around and be racist. You know what I mean? Just because someone said that to me, I'm not going to. That's what I was talking about, by the way, with respect to like K-pop stans and shit, or like stans in general. Like, that's like an insane thing to say. Like, you're supposed to be on the side of social justice in this argument. You know what I mean? How the fuck did you go and come up with that? But my point is this. Okay? My point is this. I thought it was law of equivalent exchange. It doesn't go above. I thought that this was a conversation that we could have. This is your Elon Twitter meltdown moment. Please move on from someone's dumb comment that hurt your feelings. Wait, what? I hate that this is what is coming across to you as. I could have just like not done that at all, but I'm trying to have a conversation about, you know, why this is a larger issue. I'm explaining to you why my joke crossed the line. You know what I mean? And you're upset because like what? We're having a conversation about like why black hair, specifically black women's hair, is political. Like what the fuck?
Relations with that job was apparently that Chastity had to cut off her locks. The reason the hiring manager provided was that they tend to get messy. And when Chastity rightfully refused this outrageous request, the company rescinded their offer. The EEOC filed a suit on her behalf in 2013 and lost. This was appealed, but the case was dismissed by the appeals court. And this is one of many instances of things like this happening in the workplace. Hair is of great importance in the black community and is integral to the identity of many black people. However, it's more than that. The freedom of black hair is quite literally a protest against racial subjugation.
Ever seen one of these before? They're more than just headscarves. They're powerful symbols in the fight against racial oppression. By 1763, when Spain successfully invaded the Louisiana colony, there was a large population of free black people living and thriving in Louisiana. The new Spanish colonial government sought to restrict free black people's lives and to impose a strict racial hierarchy. The Spanish proclaimed that all free black women must wear headscarves, known as tignons. Tignons were traditionally worn by enslaved women while they worked.
I mean, you basically told her to fuck off and go eat a bucket of fried chicken? No, I didn't. No. What the no, you just said that. No. No. That's a whole ass different sentence in a different zip code of racism. What the fuck are you talking about? Why did you just make that shit up? What? Bro, what? Dude, I can't do this. Guys. Stay on track. Stay on track. What the fuck? I don't understand. You just like invented something. You just invented something like that is like objectively, very openly one of the more racist things you can say, like on the tier list of like things that you should never say in general, certainly not to a black person. It's literally like you hit the top level. You hit the top tier, dude. It's very wild to mention that specifically your fans' communities are the only ones harassing her. Like, this was a public thing on Twitter. It can be for anyone from either of the communities and even more likely to be people outside. Yeah. Stop. This is ridiculous. You're being ridiculous. You're being fucking insane. Why are you in here? Why are you a follower of mine if you literally think this? That's insane. I would not follow someone who would do that. Okay? Like, I don't understand. What the fuck? I can't tell if you guys are like fucking trolling or if you're being serious. Like, what the fuck's happening? Anyway. got to be a joke. Let's get back to
requiring
the
free
video.
black women to wear these head wraps. The Spanish sought to mark them as inferior to white women. The women had to comply, but they did so creatively. In silent rebellion, the women tied their tignons in ornate, eye-catching ways. Those who could afford to created tignons using expensive fabrics. Others adorned theirs with feathers and jewels. Meant to stifle their voices, instead, tignons became a form of expression and individuality for Louisiana's free black population, who reappropriated these symbols of inferiority and oppression and wore their tignons proudly. In 1801, Spanish colonial rule ended in Louisiana, but tignons lived on.
This clip not only shows that freedom of natural hair is a civil rights issue, but it can also be attributed to the bondage/do-rag discussion. Those cultural markers can be used as a protest against the politics of desirability, allowing black women to freely express themselves in a way that may not be deemed as professional or presentable. Beyond that, there are countless stories of young black kids having to cut their hair while existing in predominantly white spaces.
Yeah, so we saw the rest of this. Yeah, black hair is political. It's always been political. It's a important cultural marker. It's an important part of their identity. It's understandable. That's why you mentioned black hair in any capacity. You mentioned a black person's hair, even if you're individually talking to them. Other people, whether they're being uncharitable on purpose or whether they misunderstood or whether they saw just that, are going to turn around and go, that guy's being racist. That's why some people are upset at me because they fucking hate me. Some people are upset at me because they think I'm a white supremacist racist because they're barbs. And some people are legitimately in the crosshairs, catching strays, not recognizing what the fuck's going on. Okay? Anyway, that's it. In a normal circumstance, in a vacuum, in a conversation between two people, it's not something that would be seen as anything beyond like two people being petty to one another. But we don't know each other like that. Okay? We don't know each other like that. And also, she doesn't know me like that. But obviously, like, no matter what happens, obviously I'm not gonna get fucking charitability. Let's be real, guys. You know that. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. That's what it is. Okay? It was awesome. I love this kind of shit.